Now I'm going to show you how to put a speed grip on the hammer. First thing you want to do, take a little bit of water and wet down the table where you're going to heat the speed grip up so it doesn't stick to it. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your heat gun and you're going to start heating the back side of the speed grip, just like this. Now what you're going to be looking for is to get nice and shiny. When it gets shiny, you know it's hot and ready to go. You can see right now it's starting to deform and melt over. That tells you it's getting pretty close to being hot enough. You don't want to get it too hot that it sticks to the bench. That's why we put the water down. Then, as soon as it starts to get hot enough, you turn off your heat gun, you grab your hammer, and you take your hammer knowing it's going to go right in there, and you just touch it right to there, just like that. Now the grip is sticking to the side of the hammer. The next thing you're going to do is get a little bit of water on your hand, put some water on your fingertips, and lightly begin to roll these edges over, just like that. The next step is we want to take the speed grip and we want to heat these edges because we want them to stick really, really well. So we're going to heat those up and heating a little bit of the hammer, getting both surfaces nice and warm. Now after we've got the underside done, the part that's going to actually stick to the hammer and it starts to get shiny, you know you're ready. Then flip the hammer over and begin to heat the top surface so you can mold your grip right in to the speed grip. So you can see how it's starting to get very shiny. It's almost ready, and this whole process takes about 90 seconds. It's very, very quick. The next step is you turn your heat gun off. When the heat gun's off, you reach into your texture cloth, which you've had in your water soaking so it's nice and wet. This is going to create a nice texture on the speed grip and protect your hand from burning. You lay it right over the top just like that. Grab the hand you're going to grab your hammer with and squeeze very tightly, and then let go. And you can see how I already made a perfect form grip all the way around. Now that I've showed you that, I'm going to do it one more time, make sure everything is seated very nicely, and we're ready to go. The next step is to allow the texture cloth to sit there for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes so that it cools a little bit and the texture cloth will pull off of the my grip with no problem. You can also dip the hammer actually into the water, which will cool the my grip very nicely so you can go a little faster on the reveal portion. Now I'm ready to go. I begin to pull off the texture cloth from the edges very carefully, just like that. And you can see it's very sticky, but it's created a very nice texture, just beautiful, and of course my exact fingerprint onto the hammer or tool that you want to put the speed grip on. And there it is, my hand, absolutely perfect. So the last thing to make it perfect, you can see how it's a little jagged along this edge. You can heat it back up and push these things into place, or you can just take a knife and quickly trim it, just the way I'm going to do it right here. And this does a great job. And just come over here and peel off the excess, and I have a nice trimmed edge all the way around. Of course, if you don't like the way it feels, with the speed grip, you can heat it back up, put the texture cloth right back on, remold it as many times as you want. The speed grip, an amazing new product, and it's totally free from FastCap.